What's up, guys? Jason Delgado for SOFREP TV, filming a special episode of Inside the Team Room, one that's near and dear to my heart. Hopefully you guys enjoy this segment, man. You guys are gonna get to know a little bit about their background, and then we'll just kick into a couple of questions, and mostly it's gonna be a conversation. So a conversation you guys are privy to. So sit back and hopefully you don't get too offended, you know what I mean? So start with you, my brother.
So it's super rad to be with you guys today. Obviously, my name's Isaiah. I was a sniper in 3rd Ranger Battalion at the time when I considered like that was the golden era of kind of, I think all of us, you know, have this period of, we're almost all come from that golden era of like when the sniper stuff was going on. And anyway, so I spent, went in the Army in 2002, got into battalion, walked across to the brown fence the day that they jumped into Iraq for the initial invasion. So I was like sitting there on rear D while they come back. And anyway, did a couple deployments and then ended up moving on to sniper section, did 4 deployments with the sniper section. Got out in 2008 from there, did some National Guard stuff, did some sniper stuff with them, helped train up some guys there. But yeah, that's kind of the quick and short of
now, what are you doing now?
Military. So I'm a firefighter, paramedic for the city of Bend, Oregon.
Looking good doing it, man.
Yeah, looking good doing it. They don't like, some people...
this guy ran like 7 miles this morning.
I love it. Look at that body, bro. Look at that body.
Forgive me, because like I said, I think I'm the only one that's not Army here. What's crossing the brown fence?
Oh, okay, so crossing the... Well, that was a reference to Ranger Battalion. The regiment, headquarters, and 3rd Battalion, they're right next to each other, so 75th. And there's a normal chain link fence, but they ran that like brown plastic through it, so it's completely blocked off.
That's where you go when the MPs are chasing you, bro.
So when you go into the brown fence, it's like this whole thing like inside. Yeah, like if the MPs try to follow you, and they don't do that.
That's the golden zone. You just got to run fast enough to get there.
It's where you can't find the good Pokemon. That's where all the good Pokemon are at, bro.
We're going to get more in detail.
He knows what I'm talking about.
All right, my brother, your turn.
Nick Betts. I enlisted in the Army in 2005, and I did 8 years and got out in 2013. And during that time, I was first in Ramadi in like 06, 07, so it was like the shit show heydays. And then that's when I was first kind of introduced to snipers. We were doing a lot of operations with those guys, our guys, and the team guys. There was Team 3 and Team 5. They were constant rotating out from there. So I was a little machine bitch gunner, you know, as soon as I jumped in, and would tag team with these guys doing SKTs, and I started seeing these SEALs and our guys just whacking guys left and right. And I was like, all right, that's sick.
Especially around that time.
Yeah.
Ramadi, bro.
They were knocking
that was a wild time.
They were knocking out some serious numbers. And so it was after that deployment, I went back to Germany, and I was like, all right, I want to go sniper.
Fuck yeah.
And so scout selection, and then knocked out like the DDM, LRM, like little like pre-pubescent Army schools.
And what are those?
So long range marksman is LRM, and that really kind of teaches you the finer points of utilizing your AR-15 platform, ACOGs, that kind of teach you how to range estimate.
Let's start the concept of...
Yeah, kind of start teaching you a little bit about actually what you're doing instead of just a red dot.
Radical reality.
Before you get to sniper school, right?
Yeah. Start to understand how to utilize the map.
Yeah, exactly. And so then I went to SDM, which is a squad designated marksman school. And they just hand you an M14, and then at that point, then you start going from an ACOG to the Leopold M3 Alphas with the mil dots and start doing that. So I guess it was perfect timing having to go through those 2 schools. Then when I went to Colorado, and I took over the recon section, or the sniper section within the recon platoon. Obviously I went to sniper school, and it just flew through it like a breeze because I had all those other schools that kind of taught me what I needed to know at the time. So yeah, I did 3 deployments total. My last one in Afghanistan was probably the most fun. Got out in 2013, and as soon as I got out, I started doing executive protection for Gavin Becker, protecting various CEOs, CFOs, and celebrities around LA and San Diego. That was a real good gig, but the work was it was a little heavy. So I ended up leaving that company and then trying to get my way in the world and trying to get my foot in the door at any company. You know, my resume just read sniper and bodyguard, and like, no one's gonna fucking hire me. Well, I found that out quick because I went broke, dude. I sold guns, knives, everything to keep myself afloat. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll go contracting.
Selling guns legally.
Legally, very legally.
Okay, you know, show some guns on the side. You say
So
that.
I did that, and then went contracting, and I was a sniper on the U.S. Ambassador's detail for a couple of years. Threw in the towel, and now I just do social media marketing.
Man, I tell you, man, contracting has saved a lot of our lives, man. If it wasn't for that fucking gig, I don't know where we would be.
I would agree.
I think contracting's probably contributed more to veterans than the fucking VA has.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gives us that
100%,
financial boost that we need.
I think that is a true statement there.
It gives us that paycheck that we need to kind of get on our feet. And then it allows us the opportunity to, start networking and talking to other civilians and other industry people and really trying to figure out where you're actually going to go in life. I think it should almost be like mandatory transitional period.
It should be, I think. And honestly, I consider it the pro leagues for what we do. I mean, you would say being in the military, you consider that the pros, but there's one thing missing from that equation, the fucking money. So when you go contracting, you're getting paid 6 figures plus, depending on what your position is or your company and the type of contract you're on, to do what you did in the military. Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, with less standards.
Why not? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm putting my life on the fucking line, and you want me to eat this shit to live for you, basically, and die for you for what, fucking 60, 70 grand a year? Kiss my ass.
Whoa, what are you talking? How much money?
I'm talking about if, certain powers could be.
Oh, yeah.
Because even in the contracting game, I want to say last year, the year before that, there was a big push to make contractors pay their own taxes overseas, you know, and like basically knock their paycheck down to $80K a year.
Yep.
And at that point, it's not worth it.
So I'm not seeing my kids. I'm not fucking living my own life. I'm over here in this shithole, Trump, I got your back, B. There's shitholes out there. For what? For $80K a year? That doesn't make any sense. And potentially die because you want to go have wine with somebody? I don't know.
And that's literally what it was, dude. It was taking politicians to go have, dinner and drinks with another foreign country's, ambassador.
That shit was
and
a
so
crazy
then,
administration, bro.
dude, I was just an overpaid, overarmed Uber driver.
Yeah.
That's all it fucking was.
We used to call ourselves tactical taxis.
Yeah.
That was before Uber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into contract in 2010. I was gonna say Uber, bro, with the originators of Uber. Like,
That's where Uber got the idea for contracting.
DOD and DOS Uber.
Sick.